And we are live, guys! Welcome to Princess of the Apocalypse, our alternating Monday night campaign set in the Forgotten Realms. And with me tonight, I have the always up for a dramatic entrance, Fausto.
Poseidon! Hi! I'm Fausto. I'll be playing Zadas tonight, your friendly Triton barbarian, and we're gonna kick some ass.
Or so he claims. And immediately beneath him, we have Kevin, who will you be playing tonight, Kevin?
Tonight I will be Evril again, which is an Air Genasi Tempest of Thor.
Right. And then we have Jay with us only on audio.
We'll be playing Grazak, the paladin with a dark past.
Indeed. And then we have, of course, slightly off-center, as usual, Sten, who is sneaking in from the side there. I might just get him to move about.
Oh, hello.
There we go.
I'll be playing Gak, the Arakokra Ranger.
Perfect. And last but not least, we have Eric joining us from the States.
Heyo, I'm Eric, and I'm playing IU, the Tiefling Druid.
That is correct. And before we get into a brief mention of last episode, it's actually been about a month because I've been away and there has been a few technical issues and whatnot. But before we get into that, I've got to say that we are not affiliated with Wizards of the Coast LLC. So although we love Dungeons and Dragons, we buy most of their products, we're great customers, and we love the game. We're not affiliated with them, and we're not affiliated with Roll20, which is the program we're using to visualize our game. That out of the way, there is one tiny little thing that we should bring up aside from mentioning how our chat system works on Twitch. And that is to congratulate Fausto, who is now officially one of the heads of Tiamat on Fumbles and Fame.
Nobody knows what that means, man, but that's fine.
He's a bigwig, and he is the black head, apparently.
Yes, I'm a dragon. Ah.
Meow.
Yes,
Oh,
you keep telling yourself that. So welcome to the chat, guys. It's nice to see some familiar names. Last time we played, our heroes, having rescued a party of enslaved commoners and a dwarven sage, and bringing them back to Riverguard Keep from the clutches of some kind of earth cult, our heroes have trekked towards the village of Redlark, their original destination in the Desarum Valley, before they got sidetracked. And along the way, they visited a tall tower that was home to the Feathergale Knights. And suspecting that they could be the air cult, they actually found nothing at all suspicious and continued on to Redlark for a brief amount of R&R and to restock and resupply for further adventuring. And they did not get to spend an awful lot of time exploring the village so far. However, they have come to wet their whistle at a small pub, the seedier kind, called the Helmet Hyacinth, outside of which there is an armored giant lizard. And they've come inside and have seen that there's a small group of strange figures at one table in the corner, along with the apparent proprietor and some regulars. And that's where we left the group, so we may as well pick it up straight away.
Okay.
If I've got the right page up. There we go. Alright, so you guys are in the Helmet Hyacinth.
Okay, we came here for a reason. Right? And that was...
You wanted to have a drink.
Oh, right, yes.
Yes.
Speaking of drinks, we forgot to mention that you can redeem XP on the Fumbles and Fame Twitch channel, which will let you do things like say a cheers with us, or do fancier stuff like give advantage or disadvantage, check out the chat stream for that. More details. The longer you view, the more XP you accrue, and then you can redeem it to influence the game. Sorry, continue, guys.
So we came here. What's the name of this pub?
The Helm at High Sun.
The Helm and Ison. Yes,
Yes.
yes. There wasn't Helm.
And we
outside.
got a cheers from Xilium.
There you
Hi.
go. See, already kicking it off. Cheers.
We have to drink. I don't have a drink, man. I have water.
Yeah,
One of the other
drink
heads
water.
of Tiamat. We must do it.
Hi.
She gets
Drink
angry.
only water, guys. It's
Or
healthy
tea.
for you. Or
Tea is suitable.
tea. Okay, very well.
Not enough
I
time.
don't believe
I have
you.
some
You're
water.
Italian, of course. You
we
drink
do
wine.
not not encourage booze. Okay.
Don't
Do we? Do we?
I don't think we discourage it. It's more a case of the fact that we have a Monday night game, so it's not usually the most appropriate.
For drinks. Okay.
Drinks are
Uh,
always
that's you.
appropriate.
Also,
Unless
we're
you're
not drinking
driving.
alone.
That is true. I have
Whoa.
had the occasional beer whilst playing. But in any case,
Aha.
yes, you guys have come into the Helm at
Yes.
High Sun. I believe Gak was off. Was it Gak? Someone was out shopping for a little while. And
Somehow I have the feeling that I entered this place and I already provoked someone, but I can't remember it.
I'm pretty sure that would be Zomuth, the extremely drunk half-orc woman.
Yeah, did I say something terrible to him or her?
It's a her, and I don't think you would have had to say very much.
I should probably go and check the Twitch of last game. Okay, never mind. I will.
Yeah, it's just an orc. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, because we were looking for someone. Ben, help me remember. I came here with an idea, but what was my idea?
I don't know.
No, you don't know. Okay,
Then to the Underdwellers.
that could
An
be.
idea a month lost ago.
Yeah, exactly. You know, I can't
is
remember
that
what I
then?
ate this morning. How can I remember what I said
Well,
a
you-
month ago? No, okay, that's fine. That's fine. Why are we here? Can anyone remember that?
Perhaps to relax, perhaps to ask after information.
Yeah, I think the reason we came here was for information and to relax after a journey.
No.
We just had a feast. Would we need to relax? We just had a feast.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I was provoking someone. Let me say something provocative. I will look at the Garland Arlathur
Hmm.
and I will say, we are just coming back from kicking some stone monks' arses. We need a drink.
Oh, right. Yeah, stone monks, you say.
Yeah,
Okay. What will you be looking for?
they won't be
Drink-wise?
bothering these places, the Desert Valley anymore.
If you say so, sir. But again, what kind of drink would you like to drink?
Something to pate.
We have beer, or wine, or spirits.
It's a wine day.
It is. We have red, or white, or you
Red.
can mix them together, and they make this pink color. You can have pink if you want.
I will pretend I did not hear the last thing you said. So give me red wine.
Sounds like a Zarda's drink.
He brings it. He's do you want it in a mug, or do you want it in a glass?
Wine, it's in a cup.
In he puts a beer stein in front of you. and fills it
Give
with
me a
wine.
glass. Give me a glass. You know what? Just give me the bottle. You know, we can make this easy for ourselves.
It's not in a bottle. It's in a cask. Yeah. So
Garland, you are making it very difficult for me to spend my
you
money.
can buy
Just
the whole
give me the
cask
wine.
if you want. Okay. It's like, or if you want the whole thing, it's going to be a whole 5 gold. I don't know if you got that kind of money.
I put my hand inside my pocket and I just take a fistful of coins. Exactly 2. Maybe that's not enough. I take another fistful for him.
I don't
8 coins. 8 coins in total. I say here. That's
okay, I'll keep them coming. And you, Mr. Bird, and you, Mr. Goat.
That's the nicest thing someone has said to me in a while. Give me a beer.
Just give me the
he's
wine.
so lucky he didn't call me Mr. Fish. Oh.
Put it in whatever clean mug you have.
Okay, he gets a mug and he spits in it and cleans it out. He's like, here you go, it's a bit shiny now. And he fills it with beer and puts it in front of him.
I'd like a beer in a mug. Hold the spit.
Yep, alright. He gets you a dirty mug and fills it with beer and sets it in front of him. He's like,
Who chose this place?
I'll open up a... Well, you're in the cheap place, you know. This is where the caravan mercenaries like to come through, or, you know, the people that are a little bit, you know, rougher around the edges. Not like those fancy people that like to go to, you know, the swinging sword across the way, yes. Oh, it's all fancy because it's not just a pub, it's also an inn. But they got a shitty kitchen.
And, well, they probably also have clean mugs.
Well, you know what? You pay for it. But from what I hear, the alcohol in the beer is sanitizing.
Yeah, it's fine.
But, I mean, you get what you pay for. I mean, it's not often you can get a whole cask of wine for 5 gold and a mug of ale, beer, well, it's somewhere in between for like 3 coppers apiece. Wine's usually for those fancy rich people. He sort of like gives a furtive glance towards the table in the corner.
I actually look in that direction. Where that what's that? Is that a pit?
Yeah, on Tears
Is that the yawning? Is that yawning portal?
no, this isn't water pit. That's a dog pit.
A dog pit? What do you mean a dog pit?
Sometimes it's dogs, sometimes it's roosters. You know, we like a good cockfight around here.
Ayu gives this guy a very, very confused look. A little bit of anger in there, but mostly confusion. Cockfight?
You've never seen
One
the
more
cocks?
It's something like the 7 sharks.
Yeah. Sharks? No, we don't put water in there. So
Ayu just kind of
yeah,
like puts her
cocks,
hand to her
they-
face. Just shut up. I've heard enough.
Sorry, love. Didn't mean to offend you. We don't fight goats in here. It's okay.
Say Garland.
Yeah.
Who's here that knows a bit the ins and outs of Red Larch?
Oh, I mean, I know a thing or two. I used to be a merchant doing the Waterdavian run, you know. But
So we heard rumors
right.
of things going on in the Desert Valley, and they may be starting from here, from Red Larch.
Oh, I see.
Anything weird happening recently?
Oh, you know, the weather's been a bit strange, but now that you mention it, I mean, it's a bit weird, you know.
I'd like to order some. Razak moves up, next to the others, and I'll order another drinks for us and put down 3 gold pieces, aside from paying for drinks.
Oh, right. Well, you know, if you want to ask, you can talk to the drunkard over there. She was with the some kind of group that some kind of group that went through Belliard. I don't know, maybe she could tell you more. But I have some dodgy business going up with, I don't know, these weird druids in the hills. Maybe they're responsible for the weird weather.
Druids in the hills?
Yeah. This place. And apparently it was some fancy druid place once upon a time. But now it's it goes well. It's called the Scarlet Moon Hall. Doesn't sound like the kind of place you'd really take druids to a house, right? They kind of like being outdoorsy, right? But I don't know, some kind of conclave or some business. I don't know. It sounds dodgy to me.
Where is this place?
It's the halfling next to you sort of like moves up to next to Grozak. He's like, "Oh, you're buying a round of drinks, are you?"
Yeah. Why? You also want a drink?
Or he was speaking specifically to Grozak.
Sorry, excuse me. Because I was buying the drinks, so I thought, okay.
But well, I think,
No, but it's true. Go ahead.
no. But when you do say that, he does turn around and say, well, friend, perhaps you'd be willing to fork out for one of those expensive bottles if you're wanting to know what's going on around here.
Well,
How about we start with the glass and see if your information is worth the bottle?
Oh, I don't know about that. You know, information can be hard to come by. Especially if you're trying to get it out of, like, Zometh over there. She's not really going to be doing very much talking anymore. You do look over and see that the half-orc that sort of threatened Zardas as he came in is kind of like half passed out on the table and just...
Information does not only need to be spoken. It can also be extracted in other ways.
Ooh. You would like to make an intimidation check, perhaps?
Sure.
Okay, give me an intimidation check.
Do I have anything that helps me with that?
Okay, an 18. He's like, whoa there, hey. Perhaps we can start on a better foot. And like,
How about we start with the glass and then the bottle?
Sure. A glass of the finest stuff you have, Garland. And he's like, okay. And he gets out this bottle and he's like, it's, you know, the whole bottle's like 10 gold. Pretty expensive stuff.
Oh, I'll take the bottle.
Alright. Hey. So he gives you this bottle of this liqueur and a second glass for Stano. This halfling is like, well now, if you really must be known, there has been some dodgy business going on around town. I've seen my boss disappear into a hidden tunnel under the back of the workyard. I've even seen other people sneaking about after dark. They're following them wherever he goes. But they're wearing these hoods and these masks.
What do they look like, these hoods and masks?
I don't quite know. It's hard to see exactly. I think they're
Stone masks?
Oh, that sounds impractical. No, I think they're just made of
I agree.
paper mache, maybe. I don't know.
And who is this guy?
My boss.
Your boss.
It's called Ilmeth Welder.
Well, why don't we go and pay him a visit?
Ah, no. Not on my day off.
Well, why don't you just tell us where he lives then?
All right. Well,
Or where did you see them wearing these masks?
well, that's just it. The back of the work yard at the wagon works where I work as a carpenter.
Very well. Then just tell us where this place is, and that's all we need to know.
Oh, sure. He sort of like moves over to the window and sort of points it out. Or rather, he begins to move over to the window. And then when he realizes that there's a huge female half-orc sitting in the window with this other group that hush and stare at him as he approaches, he's like, or maybe the door. And he goes and opens the door, and he's like, oh, hi there, I just pointing out some locales to my new friends in there. And he sort of stares at Everall, who for some reason is standing outside.
I think I was still at the.
Oh, okay. Then you have arrived at this point.
Okay. So yeah, he practically walks into me.
Yeah.
Oh, easy there. Do you need to go somewhere?
No. There's just a fine, scaly gentleman at the bar, and another blue fellow, and a goat lady and a birdman, and I was pointing out the wagon works to them.
I look at him and I go like, okay. And I walk past him and I go inside.
Okay. So it's like,
Okay,
here,
Ben?
just go down there and around the corner, and it's over there. So essentially, the next time you get the map out or point it out.
Okay.
And then he
Ben?
comes back to the bar and says, "Yep."
You got 2 DM advantages, by the way.
Oh,
Damn.
who from?
Damn.
From Raina for your abysmal accent, which was
Thank you, Rena.
Norik Dovi.
And thank you, Anok. Alright, this is a change from last time as a play when they both gave me disadvantage instead.
Grazak not happy with the audience. Grazak demands more party advantage.
In any case, he comes back to the bar and he's like, so, another cup then?
Yep, I fill his glass again.
Alright. You know, you're a scary fellow, but... he's like, that's all I know about that. Unless you have some questions about carpentry, maybe I'll go over with this bottle into the corner.
What about that lizard outside? You know anything about it?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it came with those strangers in the corner. Some kind of drow and foreigner.
I'm pretty sure it's frog.
What?
Yeah,
What?
I'm pretty sure whatever it is, it wants to eat me.
It probably does.
Yeah.
So I'll leave a bottle on the bar.
Yeah,
Where-
he just
where's-
moves his stool over. He's still within earshot, but after the intimidation check, you can tell he's quite clearly uncomfortable in your presence. The other group over there sort of flags over Garland, who goes over, takes an order, and comes back and basically retrieves a keg of cheap ale and brings it over to the half-orc, and then comes back looking rather disturbed after the drow made some kind of snappy, snarky remark at him.
So Zardas, did you find anything? Any equipment you liked or something?
In the equipment? That stone you mean, or which equipment are you talking about?
No, just you went shopping, right?
I came straight to the tavern.
Somehow this doesn't surprise me.
No, you see, this is shopping for Zadas.
Yeah, I was shopping for liquors.
So what are we drinking?
Cheap wine, it seems. And I
Cheap
put
wine,
this.
cheap ale.
I put this bottle of wine or cask of wine
Sure,
next to you.
I'll have one as well.
Go.
Yeah, sure. The barkeep manages to pour you a glass of wine from a filthy mug and places it on the bar, and he sort of like only half watches you because he's sort of oh dear, we've got the there we go. The video had frozen, but I fixed it.
Razak, you also got a disadvantage for Rena for asking advantage.
Ow.
When that dirty mug gets placed in front of him, I'll put like a little flower on it to make it look nicer. A little bit more enjoyable.
Thank you. And I chug it.
So Garland's like, you're adventurers, you say? Tell me more about these monks you beat up.
You will look over at Zardas is like, I believe you're the one who likes the storytelling the most. Zardas?
Come again?
I believe you're the one who likes the storytelling the most out of all of us.
When there is a story to be told?
Right.
I
Sorry,
do.
I thought you were adventurers. You don't
Why-
look like
why
you're
are we-
from the Desarum Valley.
I'm actually. This is Garland now again
Yeah.
talking. Yeah, because
He's asking about the monks that we beat up.
Yeah.
I say those monks are gone. There isn't much to say about them. We have something else to do here. I look at Stanor again. What are we waiting for?
He looks back and he's like, I gave you the directions.
Then I look at my companions. What are we waiting for?
Can we just have a good sit down for a little bit? Other than that, nothing.
Zadas looks impatient.
Well, let's get going. IU kind of looks back at the group in the corner over there, like kind of curious, but knows that there's probably something more pressing than messing with a group of people who are drinking. And if I remember right, you said they were pretty well kitted when we first entered.
They are very well armed and equipped. Kind of
so it's probably-
expensive stuff.
Do
too.
you have any symbols like symbols that we saw before?
No, they don't seem to be wearing that kind of thing. The drow is very drowy. The human woman appears to be Chultan, or a southerner at least, and the half-orc has a variety of oversized weapons.
It may not be best to bother them now, because they are drinking and, well, if they are even slightly temperamental, then that could cause problems. So I say we might just want to wait until we see them in the inn, maybe.
Garland is like, I mean, the inn are not gonna stay at the swinging sword, are ya?
I haven't decided, but we're probably going to check it out anyway.
Why are you asking this, Garland?
The owner's a bit of a cunt.
What?
Nothing. Don't worry.
What did you say?
No, don't want to say anything.
IU looks
Stop-
over. He's like,
Stop
the owner's
mumbling,
a
Garland. What do you say?
What else you been doing in the Desarum Valley? You weren't that mob that were over at the keep.
I would
were you?
like to incite this
Yeah, we
guy.
treat that
Like,
people.
it's giving me a feeling that it's like trying to pry information from us.
All right, give me an
Honestly.
insight check.
There was some bandits in that keep, but
16.
not anymore.
Let me see. I hope I'm on the right one. There, and then there, and then there, and then. Oh yeah, he's definitely pumping you for information.
Haha.
You also get the impression that he's highly suspicious of you, and he's also quite afraid of the group in the corner.
Quite afraid of the group in the corner.
Or at least very nervous about them.
Okay. Then I get I lean a bit on the counter to get nearer to him, and in a low voice I say, "You know, Galen, we are here to solve problems. So if you can point us to the problem, we will solve it for you." And one thing is sure, you don't want us to become your problem. And I try to convey a menace.
Are you trying to do this as like a persuasion or intimidation or?
More like an intimidation roll.
Okay, give me an intimidation roll.
23.
Okay. He's like, look, I don't want any trouble here. I've heard that this druid gathering that I mentioned is being organized secretly by some kind of fire cult.
Ah, now we're talking.
Yeah.
Fire culture, say.
Yeah, fire cults.
And those guys have something to do with this fire cult?
In the corner?
Yeah.
No, just the drow makes me feel really uncomfortable.
How so?
Well, she's just a real bitch to start with.
That's not a crime.
Well, apparently being a male is a crime. Being a human is a crime. Being pale is a crime. Serving shitty beer and wine is a crime.
It
And
should be.
not knowing anything about hidden drow ruins in the mountains the hills is a crime.
Galen, you're not making any sense.
Uh,
Do you have good information for us?
They're
Apparently not
separate
about drow
things,
ruins.
not related to the fire cult. No, not related. From what I can gather, their adventurers are looking for something under the Dissaran Hills.
I'm gonna
Those
insight
guys.
that in case he's lying about the fire cult.
You
Put
can
that
insight, yeah.
Nope.
Nope.
Even with the +7, nope.
Well, I mean, you can. I actually have to make a roll myself. Maybe.
Please roll ass.
Well, I have advantage.
Please roll ass twice.
I mean, from what you see no reason. I mean, obviously, I'm guessing you probably don't like the goat comment so much, or the fact that he insinuated that they have animal fights. But it seems like
It's mostly the animal fights.
He's being genuine as far as you can tell about the actual fire cult in this at this location that he mentioned, this Scarlet Moon Hall.
Right.
And he can provide some directions. They are in the Dissaran Hills. If anyone else wants to roll for insight, however, you may.
Sure.
Since you're all there.
Wow. I know
I'm not really
everything.
paying attention to him, so no.
I believe him.
With his advantage.
Oh yeah.
Oh well.
What a shame. So then we only have Everall and Who else is missing?
Gak?
Gak, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm just not
let's-
paying attention
let's
to him,
see.
so
16.
Okay, Gak. You think he is being honest, but you also feel like the it feels almost like he's deliberately directing you to like you believe he's being honest about the fire cult and the location and about the drow not being a specific threat, but that he's sort of like you get the impression he's leading you in the sense that like in some way you guys going to that location might benefit him.
You've mentioned this fire cult a couple times, so what do they do to you?
Oh, not so loud. No, I don't know. I just hear things. I'm a barkeep.
Yeah, but didn't sound. It sounds like you have a beef with them.
No. I have no beef with them.
No?
But you know, like, I guess you might just say that, like, I don't like fires. When I was a kid, I got burnt.
Okay.
He's definitely lying.
I mean, even us with insight that failed can see that he's lying.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
this is a different lie, but yeah, he got a natural one.
yeah. Very well. Ben, Zadas entered in Zadas mode. I jump on the other side of the counter. I grab him by the neck and I start to bring him to this door.
Okay.
I need to talk with you, Goblin. And I want to go there.
The characters on the table in the corner all just sort of lean back and look, and then they go back to drinking.
Good. That's my kind of joint.
But this guy moves to block the door and is like, "Oi, what's the deal with you?"
I look at him. I say, "None of your business, friend. Don't make it so."
Right, at the moment you are mishandling my business partner.
He's gonna walk over, pull out a few goals, like, ignore this, and go about your business. Let him do his job. I'll give him 5 gold in total.
Mate,
I don't want to.
this is our establishment here. That's not how it works.
I'm trying to save you from that guy. He is a very scary individual.
I
He
can
will
see
break your
that,
teeth.
but you never know who you're dealing with, do you?
So
wanna
why
get in his
didn't
way,
you
that's
tell
your
me
problem.
who we're dealing with?
Justin Dale.
Nice to meet you.
I'm still moving to that door, by the way.
Yeah, I bet you are. I mean, and you're dragging him with you?
Yeah. Yes.
He's like, he puts his hand on your shoulder and he's like, mate,
I headbutt him.
okay, make an attack roll.
oh boy.
I would
try
use
to
the
save
axe just for 19.
With the axe?
Well, no, I mean, I'm using because it's the same bonus, I suppose, right?
Yeah, so you do a total
19.
of...
I think it's 1 plus your strength modifier, right?
Yeah,
4 damage.
still...
Would my radiant damage count? Like my first attack, it's always 1d6 radiant.
if you want to use it.
Yeah, I mean, it's like the waves crashing in his nose. So it's 4 plus 5, 9 points of damage in total. But I don't want to kill him, of course. I just want to knock him.
What the hell is that?
I try to help you here, bud.
Well, you at least can roll some initiative.
Sure.
I try to help you here, bud. whatever happens at this point is on you.
Because he is drawing a scimitar.
Ah, fantastic.
Who is?
Justin Drell.
Apparently the
No.
bodyguard of this establishment.
Of the Cetera. Oh god.
DC goes up from Xilium.
Okay.
And what does this mean?
The next DC goes up, I guess.
Looks like it.
And an advantage for Fausto.
Thank you. Thank you.
From
Also Xilium.
that's just a conspiracy of Tiamat.
Things need to happen. This is my motto.
Ayu, you get to act first.
Yes, I do. I don't want to kill this guy, so using my spells probably isn't a good idea. I'm gonna use my scimitar. I haven't used this thing very often. Let's use it.
Oh my god. So you're gonna, instead of a headbutt.
Like, I'm effectively just trying to hit him with, like, the pommel of the scimitar.
Okay, you do miss him.
That's fine with me. I don't want to use a spell and accidentally, like, freeze him to death or burn him to death or something.
Alright. Grozak.
And Intego's a little bit too big for this area.
Grazak will move over. And as part of his action, he will attack just unarmed. Just with a fist. I'm proficient with them.
Mm-hmm.
And punch with an ensnaring strike.
And the snaring strike. Alright. So, I guess, let's see, this is a strength saving throw. And the DC...
I hit him. The DC is normally 13.
So I guess it's 14 now, so... He will need to make a strength saving throw. And let's see...
Can I choose to not apply my strength modifier to the damage?
Well, you can choose to knock him out if you don't want to.
Oh, okay. If he goes down from that, I want to knock him out.
He does go down from that, and he is knocked out. So you let's see, down he goes, and Golan is like, oh come.
I bring him out.
Right.
And I will just put Justin Dahl with his head on the table, like if he was drunk.
Okay, so to make him understand that I am a friendly person, I will throw him down these stairs, then I will jump down on the opposite side, and then I will grab him by the collar.
Alright, you guys can actually see that Stanor... oh, why is that not moving? There we go. You're taking him down there. Alright.
Oh, the screen got all black. Fumbles and Fame went offline.
What?
Yeah, I mean, I'm following the stream on the iPad, and it went offline for some reason.
It looks like it's online on other things, so maybe just refresh.
Ah, okay. That can be. Okay.
So you guys see that Stanor is hopped behind the bar and he's helping himself to some alcohol.
Well done.
Meanwhile, Zardus, you're out there with Golan.
Yes. So, Garland,
Yeah, what?
now I want you to talk without me even asking the questions. And trying to imitate my best Jack Bauer voice, I say, tell me what I need to know.
Well, I mean, you can roll an intimidate with advantage.
Okay, there we go. A 25.
Wow. In which case, he's like, it's not me. It's not me. It's Justin. He's in with this water coat. they hate the fire cult. I hate the fire cult. So, like, when I heard you guys had dealt with like the Earth cult in the monastery, I thought like, oh well, if you're going to be adventuring, why not steer towards the ones that my mate Justin doesn't like? That's
You did well.
That's all. I'm not involved with him. It's my partner, and oh god, don't hit me.
You did well. You did well. You did good. You must understand that we are here in Red Larch to solve your problem. At least those problems that can be solved by killing copious amount of people. So we are going to have a talk with Justran now, or Justran. And you think he can bring us to this fire cult?
No, man, he's a water cultist.
But you said that he hates the fire cultists, right?
Yeah, but
So he should be channeling his hate towards someone.
I think he might be under the impression that you guys kind of fought the water cult.
He wouldn't be wrong about that, but I don't think he has a lot of choice now. Is this everything you know, Garland? Don't lie to me.
Yeah, it is.
Okay, very well.
You can insight him if you want.
Sure. I believe everything you say.
Or maybe you don't.
Or maybe I don't, yeah. Should I punch him for good measure? No. Very well.
So bad for him.
Go back to work. I'll be seeing the next patient now. I walk in. Is Justran still there?
I mean, he's still unconscious on the table, yeah.
Very well. I look at my
Will you share
companion.
what you were told?
Absolutely, yes. Actually, I tell to my companion.
I will pour the potion of diminution that I have into an empty cup. Feed him this when he wakes up.
What?
Is that the one that shrinks people?
Yes.
Wait, I want to link the meme of Ryan Reynolds doing. But why?
Can we at least take him to a private room real quick? It's not hurt this guy right in the middle of people. At least have some class about this.
The ladies at the other table are sitting back, just having a laugh at this guy's expense.
Okay, let's take him also outside and we can all go out if you have some questions.
The drow says, "Oh, come on! Why don't you show us what you're going to do interrogating me here?"
Is she pretty?
Yeah. She's a drow. So,
But is she pretty?
from my impression, all drow are pretty because they pretty much kill anyone who's not.
Does she? Okay.
What's her charisma?
Does she
that's
exude?
They pretty much are eugenics personified.
Yeah, her charisma is an 18.
Oh, very well. Then
Pretty smoking hot.
the guy is now very small, right?
The guy is very small, yes, and she's just
Okay.
like...
I toss him to Gak behind me,
Okay.
and I step forward. I say hi.
And just put him down on the table.
I'll tie him up real quick, like his chest to the chair, so that if he does try to run, he'll be like at a weird angle, won't be able to run very well. I'll let his arms be free, so we can break him more easily.
Let's cut this short, male. I'm not interested in you.
Yet.
No. She sort of snuggles up to the Chultan woman and says, "I'm really not interested in you."
Oh, he says this sounds. I say this sounds like a challenge. I could make you change your mind.
And I could make you dead.
Is that a proposal?
It is not. Are you going to interrogate this thing? Or do I have to get Dreng here to show you her weapons?
Do I get this feeling that it's a completely lost cause, or would an astonishing persuasion check do the trick?
You can make an insight check.
An insight check. Okay, very well.
I want to make one to see how dead he's gonna be.
Well, I would like to use my advantage
Yes.
for an 18. Yeah.
You will think
Because those are the important rolls.
you get the impression that if you press it too hard, it could end up in certain body parts being dismembered.
Severed.
Yes.
Okay, very well. With a sigh, I then go back to my other work.
The half-orc's like, oh, wrong one.
I look at the half orc as like, if he doesn't tell us what we like, I'll let you break his arms.
Whose arms?
You're saying this to the drow?
The half orc.
A half-orc.
Because she looked really sad about not getting to use her weapons. I was like, if he doesn't tell us what we want, you can break his arms.
Not worth it.
I didn't hear
Yeah,
that.
I think we're still going to bring this guy somewhere private. See why these people should hear what he tells us.
No. But if you kill him, I could use the body parts. Zorathiel out there could use a meal.
We are not that kind of
Weren't
adventure.
those bandits in the keep part of a water cult?
They were?
That was your impression, yes.
Mm-hmm.
So this guy's working with bandits, so just do it in here as an example.
Stanor is like backing out of the room. He
Is he
disappears
also a
through this
cultist?
door.
Everett, go get that
more
guy.
like a slow back away after what's happening.
Everett, go get that guy.
Do I still see him?
Man, this is turning dark. Stanor. I mean, you can see him like moving out the door, like sort of backing away. So.
Where are you going? Come on, join me. We'll have a drink.
Gotta get home to the missus, like.
Oh, come on, one more drink. I know you want to.
You will need a
you
persuasion
will.
check.
Watch me fail miserably. Persuasion.
That's pretty damn good for a failure.
He's like, maybe just like one more drink.
Sure.
It's on the house.
Let me help us.
Meanwhile,
And I start mixing things.
okay.
I am by no means a mixologist, but I just start mixing things and I give it to him.
Make
Here, have
a
drink.
bartending
Certain check.
check.
What does that go off of?
Well, that'd be a straight intelligence, I'd say, or dexterity
Yeah.
for flair.
If you want, I can probably whip you up a mad drink.
True. No, I'm not doing it for the flair. I'm just doing it for the fun of it. So let's go intelligence.
My man.
Right. I mean, you mix a fairly mean cocktail. You don't have very much to work with. The ale is very, very sort of like, it's got a lot of crap in it. It's not very clear. The wine has also got chunks of grape, and it doesn't taste very aged. There are a couple other spirits that you mix together, but you make some kind of strange blend that tastes half okay, considering.
Kevin, you also get an advantage from Xilium.
Thank you. I will
Oops.
probably need it later. Yes.
Yeah, probably. Okay.
Here, drink up.
He's like, fuck, where did he go?
He's
Under
underneath me.
Stanner, yeah. Why? Why is there?
Oh, aren't you tall?
And I made some for myself as well, so I drink it as well.
He's like, oh, that was one more drink. I better go home to the missus. She'll be wondering where I am.
Yeah. So tell me, have you ever heard of something called the crushing wave or something?
Nope. Nope.
Nope.
Have a good one.
I don't really believe him.
Well, you could roll an insight check. Do you want to use your advantage?
Nah, I'm not gonna use my advantage for this one.
Well, your impression is anyway that he's telling you the truth.
Yeah. Well, I look at him, I smirk, and I say, "Tell the missus I said hi."
Yeah, sure. See you, fellas. And with that, he will he'll actually climb over the bar and go out the front door. Oh shit!
Wow, you got tall real quick.
I was a big halfling.
It's the drinks I mixed.
Accidentally makes a giant potion or whatever. Causes them to go 3 times that size.
Zomus,
Yep.
the half-orc, stands up and says, "Ah, fire!" And then she collapses again.
Hey, Ben, you also get a DM disadvantage from Anar
Yeah.
Dovi.
Well done.
And she says because Raina asks for a little favor.
Oh,
Rena.
it's a coalition. I love
Hey.
that.
Alright, I will just have to involve Dring then. They'll know what that means. So, yes, you have gotten this water
We
cultist.
We pour some water on his face.
I mean, at this point, water's not going to do it.
I got
Whiskey
you guys.
then?
Sorry?
I'll cast Cure Wounds on him.
Whiskey then?
A cure wounds will probably do a better job.
Okay.
I'll cast Cure Wounds.
You think he's going to be unconscious for a while.
Okay.
Alright, roll for your cure wounds then.
If possible, I'll tie him up before this, just his chest to the chair, so he can't just bolt on us.
The drow
Or
is
try
like,
to.
No, you're doing it wrong.
Do you want to show us how to tie someone?
No, of course not, male.
No, I mean, you could if you
Would you
wanted
like to
to.
show me how to do it then?
Ah.
Yes, you want to get both the hands and the feet at the same time and bind them like you would a goat or something.
Like a salami. Very well.
Alrighty, I'll do that. I'll just... Sure. I ain't never tortured someone. She sounds like she knows what she's doing. And then
Yes.
boom, Cure Wounds.
And then
But you
take
know,
down
I mean-
his breeches, he won't be going anywhere.
there is like 5 of us here. Is it really necessary that we tie him up?
Yes.
Surfaces
It's just to be
are
safe.
so shamed by their
He
bodies.
might be able to cast spells that we don't know about. We don't want him to do anything crazy.
I just broke his nose with a headbutt.
Yeah, but you didn't break his hands or his jaw.
But
Magic.
You're a
don't fuck
cruel
with it.
one. You're a cruel one, are you?
I just don't want him to blow us up.
You're the one
Sure,
who
sure.
started the fight, Sawdust.
That wasn't a fight. That was a manly confrontation.
Whatever. He's tied up. Boom. If you want a survival test for the tying up, I'll give you one. I don't know if you want one.
There are rules for that.
Okay, I guess we can go with survival. I'll give you an advantage because you're getting pointers from the drow.
Nice. 26.
Alright, you tie him up really good. Sufficiently enough that you're pretty sure even if you don't remove his breeches, he won't be going anywhere.
Perfect. Alright, boom. Cure Wounds.
So you cure wounds him, and he gets back the 6 hit points,
Okay.
which brings him. He's almost unbloodied, and he wakes up and he's like, "Why am I
Now-
so small?
Aw,
What's going on? This
I
isn't
don't
right.
know. I really don't know.
Oh, what? What the fuck? Let go of me!" And you
You're
can
the
just
cutest little
hear
thing I've
the
ever
ladies on
seen.
the table just like,
so we hear you're involved with some kind of water cult.
"I don't know what you're talking about."
Why did you do this?
You were being unruly in my pub. I was thinking of my partner. Where's my partner?
Your panda? There is no panda here.
Partner.
Ah, pardon. No, Justron.
Business partner. No funny
Just-
business.
Okay,
it's
I
gone.
take like the middle finger. I press it against my thumb, and then I like fling against his head.
Ow!
Listen,
What are we, schoolyard bullies?
I'm gonna put a wet finger in your ear if you keep going. So, so focus, Justron. Water cult.
So, who's been sending you messages? Who's been telling you what to do?
Hail, O Hydra! I'll not tell you.
Hail all Hydra. Did you really say that? Okay, very well. You like water, right?
Oh,
Have you ever heard of something called waterboarding? Because that's what's gonna happen to you if you don't start talking sense.
Well, we already slaughtered the entire crew of bandits that was staying in River Guard.
They're gonna get back at you.
Justron, we heard that you have a beef with some fire cult.
Yeah? So what?
Where can we find them?
Water and fire don't mix well.
What did you say?
Water
Water and fire don't mix well.
That's a fact. So, do you know how we can bring the pain to these fire cultists? Where?
Scarlet Moon Hole. They pretend
What
to
do
be
you-
druids. He said Scarlet Moon Hall. They're pretending to be druids.
Scarlet Moon Hall. What's that? Is that a place here in Red Larch or
In the hills.
And
do you know where it is?
Northeast of here. Yeah, you got a map, I can mark it down.
That's great. See?
I do have a map.
is this where we do the thing where we roll the map out, put like a little bit of writing tint on his mouth?
Oh dear God.
No.
Yeah, let's do this. Scarlet Moon Hall. Fine. We have a lead.
Yeah.
Show us.
Justron, who's your boss?
I don't. My boss?
Yeah, you're working with someone. Part of the water cult, aren't you?
I'll
Start
never tell you.
Zara just break his legs.
Oh, no. I start tickling him.
We are horrible torturers, and really, we really shouldn't be interrogating anyone.
Oh my God. Alright, roll a tickling check.
What? Should I just turn into like a little fucking corgi and start nipping at his ankles next?
Just give me give me licking her. Give me a dexterity check, I guess. This is a very unconventional session.
The thing is, torture doesn't work, and neither does my tickling.
What?
The potion of reduces half size, basically.
I'm
So
not
he's a
ticklish
halfling.
there.
Otherwise, I would have like some of the cats and
Okay. Well, you better hope we find this fire cult in this moon hall that you're pointing at. Because if we don't find them, the next potion you'll get is one of gender change.
Maybe he wants that. I mean,
I'm just gonna go sit over here by these guys. I want no part of that anymore.
but what is this guy here?
It's a bird.
Ah, it's a bird. Okay, nice.
If they allow, I'll give the bird a little bit of food.
Very well, guys. It seems that we have a destination, two even, because maybe we should check out those friends of the Alfling. But I mean, I don't know if that's related in any way. Could we check that out on our way to Scarlet Moon? I mean, this place is in Red Larch, right?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, let's do that. How far is Scarlet Moon? Like days?
Let me just check the map of the surrounds. Let's see. The Sarin Valley. So it is. It's actually pretty much halfway between Feathergale Spire and the Sacred Stone Monastery, just a bit further north.
Oh.
So if this
Not that
is,
far.
I think 3 miles. No, 1 hex is 4 miles, so it's about 4, 6. 8, 12. It's about 16 miles away.
Okay. So, one, what's that?
About
One
a day's
day?
travel, yeah.
About a day's travel. Okay, then let's do first this thing in Red Larch, and then we will leave, and it will take a day.
Yes.
Okay, let's do that.
Yeah, because I think I was going back to the armorer.
Yep.
Armorer.
Do you want to go on the way?
He was in Red Larch, right?
Oh, which armor are you talking about?
The one who was going to fix my Orcish plate armor.
I do not remember if he was
Uh,
in Red
there-
Larch
there-
or at the Keep. I think in
There
Red
were-
Larch, right?
Yeah. There were
think
two.
Oh yes, the blacksmith. Yes.
Yeah.
He's going to fix that. But
It was a half orc, I think.
uh,
Or was that a salesman?
that was at a different store. You saw the blacksmith,
yeah.
who recommended that kind of work is easier to do in, like if you go to like up further north, but to like tribal. But he did say to go and speak to the
Yeah,
half
right.
orc, which is maybe where we left things last time.
Yeah, I haven't done that yet, so that's what I want to do next. Or
Yep. Well, I
in the
mean,
near
we
future.
can say it's happened before this, and just deal with that. But we do.
sure.
So you're going to just leave this guy tied up on the table?
Oh no.
What? No.
I'd prefer to give them to the drow so she can do what she wants with them.
Oh.
What?
I just don't want. I don't want this guy walking around.
Why not? We can give him to the
Well, it
authorities.
doesn't matter. We already wiped out his cult.
Yeah, but maybe there's others. That
Yeah,
can
there might
help
be
him.
others.
Yeah,
And I
but
don't want
then-
him running off to them and them putting a hit on us or something like that.
You know what? You are right. I look at the guy, and I say, "Go tell your friends that their days are counted,
Number.
Okay.
numbered."
Sure.
Thanks.
I'm timing. I'll do that.
Very well.
Do you want
I mean,
time?
I mean, guys, I want these guys to come to us.
Yeah.
That's
I
gonna
mean,
be
it
easier.
saves us time.
Exactly. How sure of myself am I?
Too sure?
Too sure. Okay, that was the correct answer. Okay, so yeah.
I'm a little worried this is gonna come bite us in the ass, but
Absolutely.
You're the
One
boss,
can
boss.
only hope.
One can
Ah,
only
you-
hope. The drow seems disappointed. Oh, what? You're letting him go? Oh, no fun.
He's
I
called.
agree with
He's
her.
called bait.
Sure, whatever. Just, So you're adventurous, yeah?
Yeah.
mm-hmm.
Why don't you let us know if you find anything under the Desarin Hills? Anything resembling drow-like ruins.
You paying?
I would pay for that, yes.
All right.
Keep it in mind then.
Yeah. Sure.
500 gold.
All right.
You got it,
You
boss lady.
remain in this area?
Sorry, what was that?
Will you remain in this area?
If I hear you're looking for me, I will find you.
Sure.
Okay, then what was your name again?
My name is Xanthia.
Okay. If you find anything, we will ask for you. Zandia.
Excellent.
Okay. I think we should go find some. How late is it actually? Is it dark outside?
No, it's only sort of like the end of the day, sort of like around, I think it's about 6 in the evening. It's not too late as to not maybe catch people, but I mean, there's been a couple of people that have looked about to enter this place, but kind of like saw shit going on. They're like, big lizard, shit going on inside. Maybe we'll go to the sword tonight.
All right. Before I leave here, whose lizard is standing outside?
That's my darling Zorathil. Never you mind him. But we could
very
feed
beautiful
this
creature.
cultist. Yes, he is. He's a good boy.
I bet he is. And I walk outside.
What a weird bunch.
I'll leave them with like a little druidcraft flower and a wave.
Okay,
I got druidcraft. Let's use it.
sure. All right, so you guys head out into the toon, and that would be yay, red lodge.
Nice. It's an awesome map.
Yes.
Oh, the Helm of High Sun is right across from the swinging sword. Oh, yeah.
It is.
Where we are going to spend the night. Okay.
No
Okay,
wonder.
the barkeep's just out the back, like shaking. It was probably quite humorous too when the midget ran off with this little disappears down into the cellar. So guys, do you need a short break or should we press on?
I don't need a break.
I don't need one. I'd like one to go get more tea, but I have a Capri Sun to work me out.
We can take a quick 2-minute break if you guys like. I hope you guys will stick with us. It's a fun session so far. Let's see if they find anything after all. And we'll catch up with you guys in 2 or 3 minutes. So stick with us. If I can click the right thing. See you guys.
Bye.
Oops. Alright, and we're back. Yes, it didn't take long at all, but we hate to lose you, wonderful viewers. We are back in the village of Redlock, and you guys have heard about this wagon, right? Which is... Sometimes these DM maps can be a little bit hard to read.
So we wanted to go to the place where this guy works, right?
Yeah, the wagon,
Yes.
right. It's actually not that far. It's kind of down the street. Let's see. So it's at number 16. And we'll move this to the map layer. And fix that token so that you can read it. Oh, what? Why can't I edit that? Maybe I need to put it on a different layer. There we go. And layer, map layer. What? Fucking disappeared again. Alright, I guess it needs to be on the token layer. You guys see it now, right?
Mm-hmm.
What am I seeing? There.
Just
Number
to the, yeah,
16.
number 16.
Number 16.
But you wanted to backtrack a little bit, right? Because at number 13, the Ironhead Arms, this is where you where Everil went to see the half-orc, and I should probably share this, guys.
Nice.
So you can see what's on offer at this place.
Is it just me, or does that guy look like a werewolf? It's like half transformed.
He's
More
more
a
a
half-orc.
half-orc, but
Or Wolverine.
Well, with all that like hair, I'm getting the vibe that he might transform at any moment to a werewolf.
yeah, that's fair enough. You're entitled to any kind of vibe you like. But he's not. Spoilers.
Says who?
Says the Dungeon Master.
Okay.
Or is he? No, he is an old sellsword that used to work caravans and settled down in Redlar because he has a good eye for used and to new weapons and armor. And he does have some interesting stuff in his inventory, but it's up to you guys to determine whether or not you think it's worthwhile.
Okay. Wait, do we have magical weapons? In fact? So in the meanwhile, am I attuned to that?
You may attune to that, and
Yeah.
it. Let's see. I will move it into your equipment.
I have equipment.
You do. Let's see.
Players and out. Would that be there?
It is a handout, yes, but I'm going to.
I mean, I see it, but there's no text. There's only a draw.
I know. I'm fixing
Okay.
it right now.
Okay, I understand.
Let's see. So
The seventh shark. Where is my boat?
I hope in the water.
when you attune to it,
Yeah.
you can you hear this. It's not quite a voice, but it, in the traditional sense of a voice, but it is very deep and booming, and it says, "Be as solid as a stone. Give yourself to Ugamok and unleash the power within." And you know intrinsically that you can use it when you're attuned to it, and it will make your weapon magical as by magic weapon, the spell, for 8 hours each
Okay.
day without concentration. And it does deal an extra d6 of acid damage as well.
A magic weapon also makes it +1, or
Yes, a plus
Okay.
one magical weapon that does 1d6 acid. But the difference is, it applies to any weapon. Well, it probably doesn't work on bows so much, but melee
Okay.
weapons it works on. It will certainly work on your axe.
okay.
And the ability is recharged at dusk each day, provided that the whetstone is buried under a layer of dirt, rock, sand, or some other kind of earth.
Okay. Nice.
But you know intrinsically, if you pledge yourself to this Ugamok, it will be a +2 weapon that deals 2d6 acid instead.
But the ogre, no. Okay, I won't consider it anyhow because I am a devout zealot of Poseidon.
Yeah.
But
But
I
as
will
long as you
inform-
use Ugamok's kiss, you're going to get kissed by Ugamok.
No, I understand, but I want to devote myself to it. So that said, do we know what kind of creature is ogre? Do we have any sense of?
This was the name that the monks. You heard this in the Sacred Stone Monastery.
Yeah.
Some kind of elemental power of earth.
Yeah, but like, good or evil?
Your impression is, if the cult or anything to go by, it may be evil. Traditionally, I mean, you can make a history check, I suppose.
Sure.
Could he also try religion? I don't know if it's any better for him, but
Religion would work as well. Okay, 15. All right. So your impression is that traditionally the elements are quite neutral, but the cultists certainly. Your impression is that this elemental, perhaps even a prince of the element, is probably more leaning towards evil in nature, like a destructive force rather than a benevolent force.
Okay, I explain all these things to the others, and I'm thinking here if Razak, I don't know, Avril, you are a person that goes a lot in melee.
Yes.
So if one of you also wants this, we can decide between ourselves who is going to use it. But I tell them that if you devote yourself, it would be better. But I suppose you don't want to devote yourself to an evil elemental power.
No, I already devoted myself to the greatest power there is.
Second greatest, yeah.
Happy to tickle, torture people in and make them into halflings, but this is where you draw the line.
Second greatest deity, yeah.
Yes,
but would you like to
because
use
he's
the stone
son
though?
of,
No. Would you like to use the stone though?
No.
No. Grassak.
I get blessed by my god to do my work. You may keep it.
GM. Could if someone attunes to it, could they sharpen someone else's weapon with it?
Yes.
I can attune to it. I mean, I don't go into melee, but I can use the effect on one of y'all's weapons and just be attuned to it for now.
Well,
I don't think it's a good idea to sacrifice yourself for it.
But I don't mind attuning myself to it. Just saying, I won't devote myself to it, so I won't get the big bonus. Huh? I will only get the small one.
I mean,
that's something we can do without venerating Ogremok, right? Or not? Yeah. So I'm just going to use him, which is something you can all do. That's what I'm saying. So.
I'll give a religion check a try on Ogremok, see if I don't remember any more about him.
Okay. I mean, you've heard the name before, and you certainly more is coming back to you regarding this cult. It is a great elemental force, not quite the power level of a god, but certainly nothing to be trifled with. It is a power of sorts, but a lesser power, I suppose, compared to the gods. But a creature of pure Terran power.
Right. I say we just go ahead and attune to it. If I learn anything more about him, I don't want to devote myself to a cause that might entail stuff like ritualistic sacrifices or something. But when we learn more, if I don't see anything problematic with this cause, I'll devote to him.
Well, you're pretty sure that at the monastery things were being sacrificed to him.
Oh, okay. No, then.
So does anybody? Last time I asked, does anybody want this?
Nope.
I'll take the stone.
Okay.
It's an earth thing. I don't want it.
I'd be down if it wasn't for the sacrificing. It's too much of a hassle.
Everil, you were previously at Ironhead Arms.
Yeah. So, also,
sorry.
Did we all go to Ironhead Arms?
Well,
now?
it's your choice. If
Yeah,
maybe Everil says, "Oh, we can go to this place," and we'll just say that you go together.
I will go.
Yeah, I don't think I've been there before. I've been to the other guy.
Right. Yes, you went to the blacksmith, and then he tipped you off to go to this place. So yeah, you see this half orc who's like, adventurers, yeah, nice, welcome. I was just about to close up shop for the day, but if you've got a keen eye for some good quality weapons, new and used.
Oh, great.
Maybe. I do have a question for you first. And
Right. Yeah.
I'm not sure if I'm if I'm already wearing the armor.
It is rather loose on you, and he's like, "Oh, mate. Oh."
So
you know,
I've been told you know how to make this fit.
Well, let's have a look at it. Let's see. Turn around.
I turn around.
And he starts taking off a few different pieces, and he's like, "Oh yeah, no, you put this the wrong way, mate. Look, it's not built for someone of your size, clearly. But
Probably, yeah.
if you can stand the smell, we can do this." And you feel like it tightening into place, and he's like, "And you don't need this one. You don't need that one. I mean, it won't protect you anyway. It's just too big. But we can do this, and we can do that, and he's sort of like, this is a 10-15 minute process of adjusting things. But by the end of it, there's a couple of plates on the floor, and what remains seems to fit relatively well, protectively.
Wow. This I'm impressed.
Yeah, well, we learn a few things, you know. I used to be a mercenary. Got an eye for this, apparently. But yeah, peruse my wares. See if there's anything that might tickle your fancy. But the adjustment for the armor, that's on the house.
Oh, thank you. Yeah.
Oh, you
Tell
were
me
wearing it wrong, mate. It's embarrassing.
Yeah, I know. Usually I wear other stuff.
Right.
So,
What
tell
kind
me
of
what,
other stuff? You seem a bit different. I don't know. Both you two blue fellas coming in, like not judging or anything like that, but
A bit you are. I feel like a bit you are judging.
look, I'm a little bit grey greenish, orcish, you know. So I'm really not. I'm just saying it's unusual.
Yeah, I'm. Yeah, it's normal. I'm not really from around here. I come from a place far away.
Right.
Yeah, it's not gonna ring a bell if I told you about it.
Oh, try me. I've been around.
Well, do you know a place called the North?
Oh yeah. I've been up there a couple of times, Icewind Dale and whatnot.
Yeah, but not in this world.
Right. And they just call it the North.
Yes.
I guess I don't know. And I've never left this world, as far as I know.
Maybe you don't know.
That's too much to think about for a bloke like me. I was just going to hit up the pub. Oh,
Well,
head
That's
over
a
to the
smart
Helmet
guy.
Iceland.
so his special items, are they out on display or?
Yeah, they are. Like, he can tell you these things about them, basically.
Okay, because I'm quite interested in some of them.
So am
I
I.
am too.
Alright, what do you got your eyes on?
Well, that short sword there looks silvered. Is that correct?
Yeah, mate. Like, it's lycanthropes and other nasty beasties, some spirits and things. They don't like the silver.
I know the effect it has.
She's not real good at holding a blade, but I mean a sharp blade, but it does the job. It does. Like, I wouldn't be selling it if it wasn't quality. This thing's used, you know. You could melt it down for the silver alone. Well, it's only silver plated, isn't it? So
Yeah. And I saw there. Looks like an elven blade. Can you tell me some more about that?
an elven blade.
Yeah, the balanced long sword.
Ah, yes. Yeah, well, this one. Yeah, I came by that in a kind of funny way. I think the gentleman in particular was a bit sore for, but you know that's what you get when you gamble. Yeah, mate, this one's old, real old. It's a curved blade, so you sort of like got to put your weight into it, and it just draws the blade along the flesh. Really good. You know, it's yeah, it's very very useful for those like elves that like to. Well, you know how they kind of do that blade dance business, or I guess it's only just a few special people.
I'm familiar with it. I don't do their dance, but I fight in a similar way, similar enough.
Right,
When
yeah,
I
yeah. So
need to go
you
up
like
close.
to jump around and, you know, yeah, I get it. You know, like
Well,
there's lots of
much
techniques.
how much for the short sword and the long sword together?
Oh, you're looking to make a deal, are you? Make me an offer.
Uh,
Make
is
him an
there
offer
something
he can't
like,
refuse.
let's see, what kind of skill would I roll for my character to
I would say
have an idea of value?
just a straight intelligence check,
Okay.
probably.
Sure. Yeah. Well, what about 250 gold?
Oh, here, done, mate. He is happy to sell it to you for that price.
Okay. Do you also get buy used swords? Because and I point at the 2 short swords I already have. I'm not gonna run around with 3 of these.
You like
Just
flips
a
it
regular
over.
short sword. One of them.
Yeah, mate. I can. He said, may I?
Yeah, and I hand him 1 short sword.
He sort of like grabs it, turns it over, looks at the edge, sort of takes a step back, and he's like, pretty decent balance. Yeah, I mean, honey was a bit tight, but I mean, since you made that sale, I can. Shouldn't do it, but I like it. All right, I'm going to drop 10 gold off the price for a trade-in. That sound fair?
Great. Yeah, that sounds fair to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you get
Well,
it for the original price.
Because
Well,
you pay 10 more.
you-
pay 10
You also get inspiration for playing that out.
Okay, thanks.
It's like, hey,
Actually,
good day. Yeah, all right. I'm glad I didn't
Thanks.
close up yet.
Yeah,
Hey,
I'm glad as
And
well.
this coat thingy here. Is this a spot you can put insignias on or something?
Oh, mate, it's really fancy. Like, you sort of like, you have to do some kind of wizard shit, I think, where like you attune to it. I've heard it happens to like fancier weapons and armor as well, but I've never been affluent enough to have access to that sort of thing. But you
How
wear
does
it,
it work? Yeah.
you wear it, and you attune to it,
Yeah.
and it makes this beautiful symbol of your noble house, or I suppose if you were in the service of some kind of organization, it would like put the emblem.
Huh.
And you wear it on the. It's like it's a tabard, so you wear it over the top of armor. Might look a bit wonky with all that orcish design, but I think it would be like, from what I understand, and you can see that it has this simple design in it. The guy that sold it told me he says that it sort of will try and pass into your aesthetic. So you put it on, you're attuned to it. Like, I don't know, do you have a coat of arms for your family, or?
Yeah, I show my shield where I have the hammer of Thor on.
Oh, cool. I like that. Hammers, eh?
Also, I have it on a hanger on my neck.
Yeah. Oh, nice. Yeah. Well, from what I understand, if you attune to this thing, it would make like this pseudo-orcish version of that symbol that will pass in with your armor and shield somewhere in between, so it makes people look cool.
Yeah, that does sound like something for made for me.
Yeah, I mean,
How much would it be?
I mean, I'm looking for 100 gold, but I'm a reasonable half orc. Oh, you got some weapons to trade in or something?
Well, I acquired a shield somewhere along the way. But you know what? I like you actually. I really do. So
I like you too.
So I'll pay you the 100, and I'll give you the shield for free as well, because you helped me with my armor.
Well, that's very generous of you. Are you sure?
Yeah, it's not a big deal. It's
I think the round's on me tonight.
See, you help me, I help you.
Yeah. Like it.
Logic, right?
Yeah, makes sense. Oh God, you made my day.
Well,
And you made mine, because now this armor fits, and I have this fancy new tabard. Well, not yet, but it'll be fancy in.
Yeah, from what I understand, you got to spend like an hour with it. I think you just got to wear it, really.
Yeah, so I give him the gold pieces,
All
and I
right.
just put it on.
Actually, it doesn't take an hour to attune to it whatsoever. You put it on, and you just see this symbol of Thor appear, the hammer, and it actually crackles with animated lightning.
Dude. Oh, fucking damn.
Whoa! That was a bit cooler than I thought. I always put it on and nothing happened.
I really am enjoying this.
That's sweet, man. I hope you find it's worth it. I mean, 100 gold's a lot of money, and this thing's just a tabard, but I mean, it's magical, isn't it?
Yeah.
say. Go ahead.
You look like you've been trying to say something, sir.
Never mind, just to the other first.
Oh, right, sorry. Wait, someone else trying to get my attention?
What is this? IU will hold up the drow, kind of like spider silk armor.
Oh, very rare, really, in the overworld. See, the drow, they like to work with the spider silk. Now, this one, like, they come up at night and they try and, do their drow stuff. Kind of evilly stuff, from what I hear. Very capable, though, but the formation of this one wasn't really the best, as you can see here. I've tried my best to fix it, and you can see there's this notable tear in it. It's like that has been crudely repaired. The real benefit of it is that it is it's very flexible. So I mean, not quite my aesthetic, but it's a kind of one size fits all thing. Although it can get a bit tight around the. I haven't worn it. I haven't tried it on. At all.
Gives him this kind of like sideline look, and then he just shrugs. It's like spider silk. How
And
much you looking for it? Is it good armor?
yeah, surprisingly good actually. It's really flexible. You wouldn't think it because it looks like it's just made of some, stretchy material like that fancy silk stuff. But unfortunately, it's a lot rarer than that. I mean, this whole thing's only like £5, but it'll protect you as good as studded leather.
I do need armor.
But I mean, it's from what I've been told, it's quite valuable. So I'm looking for 600 gold.
600? I was gonna quickly check a little it's like this little roughly made little coin purse that's made of like a skins from like animals she's found that's just dead that she's harvested the materials from. And she's like, I could do 610.
Oh,
I mean,
He asked 600.
I like this guy. He's quite nice.
Yeah. Well, I must insist I buy a round of drinks for you guys. In the pub at least. You're being very generous. You do get the impression that his prices are.
Low.
Yeah, he doesn't. He's not a very good businessman. But he does seem to have an eye for quality, so he's quite willing to let that go for 600.
Yep. I'll pay the extra 10 gold.
Alright.
I'll hand him the money. It's like, I'm not really interested in drinks. We just had some. Just if you hear anything interesting, let me know. I'm trying to get the lay of the land.
Yeah. Oh, I will. Alright, mate. That's, yeah.
He's gonna take it and like kind of like fold it up. It's not the best fold, as she doesn't quite know how to fold things, but it's the best she can do.
Yeah, no. Good.
Oh. And before I forget, if you ever get your hands on a fancy hammer, tell me.
Oh, I mean, I've got some more hammers here.
I'm more of a
I'm
hammer
guessing
and shield guy.
you want the kind that sparkles? I mean, not sparkles. I mean, like sparkles with like lightning and stuff, right? Not.
If you ever could get your hands on something like that, I will buy it.
Oh, I'd love to be able to handle something like that. I've never seen its ilk, but I mean, you could go to Waterdeep for that kind of thing, or you might be able to go north as well. Like I hear the Smith and Tripod is really good, but. I don't know, but
so
yeah.
I've heard before.
Yeah.
Maybe I should go pay him a visit sometime. Anyway, Thank you for your help, and
Oh, thank you.
we're sure to see you again someday.
Yeah. I mean,
Someday
I'm
soon.
always getting new stock in, so you never know. Although you seem to be interested in it must be quite affluent. Sorry, none of my business. But you seem like adventurers, so I hope it gets used proper. But I guarantee you, this is good quality stuff.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it will disappoint us.
Do you get more stuff? Does your stock get replenished, or did you have this stuff for a long time?
I mean, this stuff I've had for a while, but you never know. These are strange times.
Very well. Then we will be back.
I also got a redemption, by the way, from Xilium, 1 advantage.
Woohoo! Who?
For me.
Oh. How do we know you're not just making that up?
That's why I was wooing.
Well, you can ask Xilium if you don't believe me.
That's all right.
Zillium, tell us, what did he promise you?
Did Grossack have anything to say?
Yes.
Sorry.
I wanted to ask about the obsidian blade.
Oh, right, yeah. This one is, this is quite unusual. You know, I've never seen something made out of stone, but apparently this is like, well, not stone, it's some kind of volcanic glass. I'll tell you what, it looks really fragile, but it is sharp as all fuck. I mean, it's obviously orcish in design. You see it has this hooked blade. But from I took it to a wizard, right? Because I
Yes.
thought this is an unusual item, and he claimed that this is some kind of magical thing, but it's lost its power, right? So apparently, if you take it to a place of elemental power, I don't know where you'd find one, but like
Well,
it does. It will, like there is some inherent magic, because this stuff, right? It's brittle, so it's very sharp. Like it won't dull, right? But this obsidian, right? This stone glass, normally it breaks easy. So like it cuts well, but then if you get the blade stuck in the body, and twist it, it'll snap off. But there's still enough magic that this thing, like he picks it up and he like bangs it against the table. See, it don't break. So it keeps the edge all sharp and stuff. So it'll be a good. It doesn't require any maintenance. But there's obviously some kind of magic still there. It's just like, I don't know, you'd have to
Needs to
take
be
it.
powered up.
Dragon glass.
That's my dragon glass. That's right. That's what they call it in some other world, I've heard.
What is your price for it, my good man?
It's a rare item of some cultural significance to me. I'm looking for 300 gold, but you guys are paying.
Deal.
What? What the fuck is going on?
That's an easy day for you, my friend.
You know what? I think I will have some new stock the next time you guys blow into town. Seems like a worthy investment.
Actually, to add on that, because I will not be using my old sword anymore, you might as well put it to sale. And if possible, if you want, I could bring you to contact with the armor of the Knights of Samlar. They might always be interested in some of your stock.
All right. Yeah, no, that'd be great. Throw some business my way. That'd be really good. I've got some great items here. Like if you look, that's great. Jesus, what are your names? I never asked. Sorry, but I feel like I kind of owe you because, I'm Feng. Feng Iron Head.
I'm Gak.
Gak, eh? Yeah.
And
Nice to meet you, Gak.
I say that while I'm holding the big elven sword, like kind of balancing it in my hands, testing it for balance and everything.
Yeah. Nice to meet you, Gak.
I am Grazak of the Knights of Samar.
Oh, okay, right. So you're with them, are you? Yeah, all right. That's all right. They're good blokes, I hear. And ladies, isn't it run by a lady? Sorry, don't mean to be sexist.
Our leader is an effective leader.
Right. Yeah, great. All right. Well, you don't all have to tell me if you don't want to, but I hope you have a nice evening.
Sorry, I spaced out on you. My name's Ayu. Just call me Goat if you want. Everybody else seems to be doing that around here.
Goat? Is it like a nickname because of the horns?
I walked into the tavern down there and they called me Goat Girl, so just call me Goat Girl, I guess. I'm not too bothered by it.
Do you have a stubby tail? No, sorry. None of my business.
She flexes her wings a little bit. It's like, no, I got these.
Do they work? I mean, they don't. I mean,
They do some work.
Gaki looks like he's got bigger wings, but okay, sorry. I'm just curious.
Are we measuring wings now?
Gak,
Yeah.
spread your wings. We have to have a measuring contest now.
Do we have to?
I tell the
Yeah.
guy, it's not how big are your wings, it's how you.
I flap my wings a moment.
At this point, I feel like I should just wild shape into a goat and just walk around. Actually, once we're out of here, I'm gonna do that so nobody knows I'm around. Nobody expects the goat inquisition.
Always expect a good inquisition.
Wow. This turned into a completely different game than it was a few weeks ago.
It always turns into a very different game than you start.
Yes. That is the beauty of actual role-playing versus computer role-playing. You can never get this kind of weirdness otherwise.
True.
Okay.
So, Feng, I will see you at the tavern later.
Yeah. Looking forward to it, yeah.
I'll pat him on the back and start to leave.
Oh, yeah.
And then I will tell you
Makes me
everything you want to know.
Oh, right.
And then I leave.
I'll take you up on that, I suppose. And you guys leave, entering into the street. You may have changed or tried on the armor if you wish, Ayu.
I'm not gonna do that in front of anybody.
No, but
I
like
may be a
there's
savage, but I'm not that much of a savage, thank you.
there was actually a petition area for trying on things at the store.
Oh, sure, I'll just put it under my clothing.
Okay. It is actually so light that you could sleep in it.
Perfect. It'll be my little pajamas underneath my traveler clothing.
And it is very flexible aside from the one area where it's been repaired, where it's quite stiff.
What can you do? And then once outside, I'll actually do that goat thing because it's hilarious.
I love it. You're completely wasting your... go and get inspiration for it.
Hey!
For wasting a world shape.
It's not wasting.
Isn't it?
No, because nobody's going to expect me to be there, and then boom! I'm there.
I'm there. Jinx.
Alright. So you guys
I'm
have...
playing the rogue because we don't have one. Bada boom.
You have passed by Welver's Wagon Works on the way. It seems like they get a lot of traffic through this area. And actually, from this position near the store, you can sort of take a peek into the yard if you want.
Sure.
And give me a perception check, perhaps.
Which
Sounds reasonable.
yard?
Perception.
The wagon works.
9. 9.
It's a Wagon Works.
Let's see if I can't beat my passive perception. I accidentally rolled that twice. My bad. I met my passive perception with that first roll.
Oh wait, I have an advantage, so that's a 17.
Yes, you do. Okay, so at least Everil, Gak, and Ayu, well, actually Grozek as well.
You.
Everyone but Zardes.
Yeah, I'm not focused at all. Wagons. Well,
No, maybe you're frustrated by your previous denials today.
Yes, I
They're
need
like
fire
boats
cultists.
on wheels.
Fire cultists.
It's not a boat shop, no.
Fight
Well,
fire.
I could become a boat if you're determined enough. It's a really small one.
True. You see within like half a dozen wagons in various stages of assembly in a sort of like open shed. But you do find a way to enter the yard if you wish to follow the directions of Stanor to look for this secret tunnel.
Do we see anyone in the wagon yard?
With the perception check, no. By the time you're finished here, it's maybe been another half hour. And maybe a little bit longer because of the, armor adjustments. So you don't actually... Oh, right, yeah.
Yeah, I figured I should point it out just to be safe.
I kind of forgot about that. So was that the goat's perception check? No, right, you keep your own wisdom.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, God.
What's the large
I have
goat?
the goat
Which
stats.
kind of animal is that?
It's actually just a large goat.
It's a goat the size of a horse
No.
or something?
Yeah, it's a large beast.
It's a dire goat.
This is a
Dire
goat.
goat.
So, who's gonna ride the goat?
You don't
I'm
have
not
to ride
riding
the...
I am not riding a goat.
You don't have to, but you can.
The place looks shut up for the night.
If no one will, I will.
Might as well
I
make use
don't
of
like walking. I
But
prefer to
Exactly.
fly.
Tara, Garrett said that he saw them late at night.
That's
Correct.
correct, yeah.
Hmm.
So I suggest we hide amongst the wagons and keep an eye out to them appearing.
Okay.
Yeah, sounds like a good idea.
Let me just double check something. Oh, that is way too close.
I just want you to know, and I take a few steps, and you hear the armor make noise.
Kitchen, kitchen, kitchen.
Yes, but going to stand in a shadow and not moving is not going to make noise.
Granted, I don't move, even a tiny bit.
Well, you can also stop breathing.
That is correct, actually.
Yeah, aren't you an air genasi?
Yes.
So, if you stop breathing, your body will not make movements.
DM.
I mean, if you stop breathing, yeah. And stay still. I mean, I would basically give you a stealth check with advantage in that case.
Which would mean straight stealth check.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Actually, that sounds very convincing. Yeah. Let's try it.
Okay,
Good
so
work.
you want to essentially
Do a stakeout.
do a stakeout, right? And so let's see. I need to get something set up. So why don't you all give me a stealth check?
Oh, I used the goats.
Yeah, unfortunately.
I'm
Hey,
fine with this.
6.
Man, I don't have a goat icon yet.
It's fine. Just use
How
mine.
can this be?
How can this be? I was
Uh,
unprepared for the goat.
Subtract 3 from my roll, so 12.
Oh wow.
Actually, no, I'm not gonna use mine. Everybody else rolled worse than me.
How long are you waiting?
What time is it now?
It is. I
Like,
mean, it was
night-
about
night just-
7:30.
Like night just fell or is falling?
Yeah. It's nighttime now.
He said it was like at late night time that they appeared, right?
That's right. Yeah.
We'll wait a couple of hours at least. And I'm
Okay.
surprised even I, with negative stealth, managed to hide.
You did very well. Unfortunately, well, Ayu is a little bit more obvious than usual because it's a giant goat.
Just crazy.
And it's kind of distracting because she's just sort of sitting there staring off with her goat eyes. Which aren't that different from her regular eyes, but
I'm not sure if that's racist or not.
I mean,
It
the obvious
definitely is, but
the obvious thing is like it's a large goat inside a wood workshop.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm just crazy.
A bit weird. Let's see. Everil, you got a 5. Sodos, you got a 5. And Gak a 14. You know what? As a group, you have succeeded.
Hey,
So, around about midnight, sure enough, you see a lone figure heading towards one corner of the wagon yard and disappear.
Like just disappear? Did he touch anything or?
I mean, they sort of just like move to an area, and you sort of see them do like almost a step trick, you know, where they sort of seem to go down.
how many hours has it been, by the way?
It's about midnight, so about yeah, you're probably not a goat anymore.
I'm not a goat anymore. I can only stay a goat for like 2.5.
Yep.
2 hours.
This would be about 4.5 hours.
That's fine.
So you can have had a short rest if it makes any difference, which means you can transform into a goat again. So
I will when things start getting rough because a goat has more AC than I do.
I'm sure there are many other forms you could
What?
take that.
No, actually, no, it doesn't. I looked at the HP and my bad.
All right. Yes, you do see that figure leaving and disappearing into a corner, do you guys want to continue to wait, or do you want to investigate?
It was.
Let's investigate.
No, wait. It was also mentioned that he gets followed by others.
That is correct.
So let's wait at least a few more minutes, like 10, 15 minutes, before we start investigating.
Okay. Give me some perception checks.
Alright, now that I'm in my regular form. Not that it matters. Let's see if I can roll as well as my goat form.
23.
Perception. 19.
I can make up strategies very well, but note stuff, no, I can't.
Now I'm going to have to use my disadvantage. Let's see.
My passive perception on that is actually wrong. It's actually 22, not 21. Sorry, my name on roll 20 was wrong. It had passive perception 21 when it's actually 22.
Okay. What you guys see is that from the darkness, another two figures rock up and then disappear through that passage. They do not. Well, actually, I need to double check. And I guess I can do this public so you can see the disadvantage. Well, that's not visible to you guys, but it is visible to the viewers. So that was a disadvantage. You guys have not been noticed, and they moved to the hole. And the longer you wait, there is no longer any more coming. Like if you wait another 10-15 minutes.
Okay, guys, they haven't come yet. We must go now. Otherwise, they might come after us.
Let's do that.
Let's go.
Because they haven't come here yet, so they might not come tonight.
Alright, so let's move you guys to the passage. So, who has a light source?
I do.
I have dark vision.
Okay, you
I
have...
have a light source. I can produce flame.
Why is there a
What am
second
I?
Sardis?
Where am I supposed to be?
You're already on the map.
I was already. Oh, sorry. Excuse me.
I see nothing.
Okay, so are you supposed to be able to see, right? 60-foot dark vision.
Can I get some light here?
Yeah, why can't you see? What's going on?
I can see.
There's no fog of war.
This one.
Still nothing?
I just realized, is Gak invisible to me since I rely on dark vision?
should be.
No, it doesn't make me invisible. It removes your advantages to detect me when I'm hiding from you.
Oh, I thought you had a feature that made you invisible to people with dark vision.
This is
No,
just...
not. Yeah, it's the Underdark Scout. It just says creatures with dark vision gain no benefit when attempting to detect you in dark and dim conditions.
Alright, I'm just putting the global illumination on for now because that didn't seem to be working out. So you guys find yourselves in a tunnel leading south deeper into the earth. And you can feel faint vibrations in the distance. Something that's causing the earth to shake a little.
Okay, but so do we have light in the end?
I mean, some people have dark vision, but the people that can't see are going to need a light source.
Yeah, I would like a
Yeah.
light. Can
I have a torch.
I can produce flame if need be.
Okay,
So we can save the torch.
sure. As long as we have light.
Oh wait, I have the light cantrip.
Yeah.
That's what I wanted. Maybe you can do it on my axe.
Excellent.
And I
Sure,
will
I'll do it on your axe.
yeah, and I will use the stone on my axe.
What is it? 60 foot.
Gonna take 20, right?
Yeah, 20 bright and 20
Am I in the wrong one?
dim.
I will.
Oh, good God. I think I need to refresh this.
I can see 90 feet. And I can sneak a bit.
Mm-hmm. Is that what you're trying to do? Sneak?
Yeah.
I'm glad we have someone stealthy. My only way of stealthing is turning
I'm
into
not
a rat.
great at stealthing, but I can do it. I got pretty good dexterity and light armor.
Alright. No bloody wonder. That's on. I'm just reloading the GM side of things, sorry. It's taking a little bit of time. But we can continue on for now. You guys head down the passage a little further. And you come to. Well, the tunnel is muddy. It winds southward, sloping gradually downwards. After 200 feet or so, it starts to end in a larger chamber. I guess when you guys get down to like here, you can start to see
How
ahead.
far did your light source go, Zaras?
20 feet, you said?
Let's
20
see.
plus 20?
Yep.
I would try to sneak a little bit in front of the light, so still in the dark.
Just want to test something here, see if you guys can still see now, right?
I
Yes.
can't.
Oh.
Well, just the light.
Yeah, in the light. Do you have dark vision, right, Gag?
Yeah, 90 feet.
I think I just set it up wrong. Let's see.
Ben, for some reason, I'm seeing the whole map.
All right, I'll turn it off.
You did something.
We're sorry.
The light source works for me, but
Yeah,
now I got my dark vision. I
This
think.
is the revenge of dynamic lighting.
It's not the dynamic lighting this time. But you see the entire map?
Yep. I'll show you on Discord what I see.
No, I can't look at it anyway. So let's just move on, and
Okay.
you can pretend to be in DM mode
Yeah,
and
of course.
not notice it, because I don't think anyone else can see it, right?
No.
To me, it looks correct now.
Yep. So, yeah, you
But
guys...
I'm not in DM mode. I was never DM in this game, right?
No, I don't know why it's gone that way. I think it might have
Okay.
something to do with the way you put your token down before, I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Or...
You hacked the game.
It's
I
clear-
hacked the game.
It's a bug, but yes. This wide, irregularly shaped cavern...
You know what? I will rejoin the game.
Okay. In the meantime, I will describe this place. This wide, irregularly shaped cavern has a floor of smooth bedrock. Damp dirt and stone with tree roots protruding here and there make up the walls. A 5-foot wide tunnel leads off to the north where you've come from. 5 foot. I think it's the right scale anyway. To the... over here... Sorry, I think you might need...
Yeah.
Hey,
Now it's fine, by the way. I only see
Okay, great.
what you show.
Down the bottom, Gak, you can see that there is a stone door with a rusty pull ring standing to the east, and by it there appear to be some cloak pegs, a place for hanging Oh, sorry, no. Cloak. There are cloak pegs with 3 cloaks on them.
Okay, yeah. Interesting. We saw 3 people walk in, right?
Yes, you did.
Yeah, okay. Anything else out of the ordinary noticeable across the room?
I mean, it's weird. It's
Yeah.
unexpected, and I've got to just make sure I'm actually showing people. I just realized only half of what you guys see. So yeah.
So is anyone there?
No, there's
Yeah,
not. There's
no?
this closed stone.
I will walk a bit further into the room.
It's a big room. I see
Carefully and paying attention where I'm setting my feet, of course, but
what's that round thing in center?
Ignore that. It hasn't happened yet.
All right.
Ignore
is
the
the room
ominous
lit at all?
markings.
let's have a look at the cloaks.
All right. The cloaks look like the cloaks that you saw the people wearing. It's like they took off the cloaks here, no longer needing them.
Feeling it up, any like hidden pouches or something?
Nothing unusual other than they feel warm, like they've recently been worn.
Okay.
One of them smells a bit more than the others.
Yeah. Well, I smell like fish myself, so
That's mostly because Sardis is with us. Don't worry about it.
no, that's from the shark skin armor.
Oh yeah, I forgot you had that.
Yeah. Okay. So
Nice.
okay. Quietly. Think we should go into the next room through the door.
Sure.
How do you want to go in? Quiet or
Let's
just burst down the door like we
try
normally
quiet.
do? Making sure.
Is the
it's
door
not, if
locked?
It's not locked.
It does not appear to have a lock.
I carefully push it open.
It slides open smoothly, revealing.
I will make sure I have my new elvish blade out before we go in.
I take out
Before
my shield.
Sadas opens it.
So it reveals a 60-foot tunnel that levels out. 2 stone reliefs of stone dwarves in chainmail and carrying battle axes face each other across the tunnel. The carvings stand out from the passage walls and have gaps around them, so they could be doors. The passage continues past them. So there's these dwarf carvings on them. You can make a history check.
Ooh, I do love me some history.
No, I don't. The culture is barbarian.
I'm basically like, the barbarian goes like, yes, I clearly live under sea, but clearly these dwarves are these kind of dwarves.
Once again, I am not barbaric. I am just a wild, passionate person. That's why D&D
Yeah, you're just a
defines
filthy-
me. D&D defines me as a barbarian, but I'm a barbarian the same way as He-Man from the Masters of the Universe is a barbarian.
Look,
This
we're both
is
savages.
Not
It's
my
okay.
kind of history.
A gentleman savage.
Yeah.
Not blood.
A gentle savage.
So, you, Zardas, recall conversations on the road with the dwarven scholar, and believe that he mentioned that this entire area used to be a part of Bilsima, an ancient dwarven kingdom that existed almost 6,000 years ago. And you get the feeling that this may be one of those ruins. The sound of moving stone echoes from somewhere in the distance, and I would like you all to make a perception check.
Yeah. Hey. I've got whatever it is in my sights. Don't worry.
I've got you in my sights.
Okay, so
I knew.
you notice that the passage ahead, the ceiling consists of square stone panels about 10 feet on the side, and rusty iron frames surround each panel. The panels are suspended about several inches from one another and the wall to either side, forming a row overhead that continues down the passage, and you are damned sure that at the end of the passage you see a stone door with an iron pull ring on it, and it seems to be slightly ajar, although even with your dark vision you can't see beyond. But it does seem to have a horizontal slit, and you are very suspicious that these iron frames in the ceiling are some sort of elaborate trap system or drop cages.
Mm.
And that you could very well be being observed, especially since you have a light source.
I will move up to the people in the front because they're the most likely to hit it first. I'll tap them. I'll point it out. I was like, we might be being watched. Those drop cages, maybe some type of trap. I don't know. Right there. Be careful.
But where are the cages?
I'm pointing them out.
Yeah, suspended from the ceiling.
Yeah, they're
Like where?
Like down this passage.
Like out there. Okay, there.
yeah.
There and there. Okay, then
Good
let's
here.
not go
Like,
there. Let's
all
go.
down the passage, yeah.
Let's go left or right, right?
Yep.
It might be best to snuff the light for now.
But then I won't see Jack.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah,
there
but
is no Jack here.
I didn't say his family name.
they might be watching us. If something happens, I can light a light real quick if you need. But
Yeah, but I'd
I
rather
think
see it
stop
if
it.
something happens.
I trust you. I snuff out the light.
I'll
What?
take Zardis's hand and put it on my shoulder so he
I'm
knows
not. God.
where to go.
God. Oh. Do I have a torch? I have 10 torches.
It just lights one.
North
I
or
would
south?
I would like to light my own torch.
Gak,
Okay.
will you be my ice?
Sure.
And I grab one of his wings.
I trust you. I
Don't grab the wings.
turn the light off. Next
I
thing
grab
we
his
see is a
shoulder.
spark and a torch lights up.
Exactly. I light the torch. I say I want to go. I want to know where I go.
It does give off a much dimmer light.
It does. Okay,
enough.
well then so be it.
So, would you
Alright.
guys like to proceed north or south?
My vote is north. South has
Sure.
never led to good.
What?
Good.
Let's go south. If your feeling says that there's trouble at the south, then that's where we should go.
I'm not saying there's trouble to the south. I'm just saying I don't trust the south. And
Do
no,
we
there is
see-
nothing more to read into that.
Do we see more? Do we see more cages?
No, you do not.
More trailers. We see more trailers.
Excuse me. There are plenty of trailers where I live.
Are
We don't
you-
need more.
Are you on Emerald? Don't slack.
I am
Ah, you guys
still
are the front line.
Still behind the.
If you have a torch, I'm just following right behind.
I have a torch.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
following right behind you.
I see something.
Walk
Wait,
towards the corner.
I see something.
Yes, you do.
It's a corner.
What is it?
It is a corner. You can hear the squeaking of rats. The tunnel ahead opens into a square room that reeks of decaying flesh. And you see that there are 3 human corpses reduced to little more than a bloody bone and sinew sprawled in the room's center. And there are two very large rats gnawing on them, chewing on flesh they pulled free. Scuttling noises from narrow crevices come from narrow crevices in the wall.
Am I back to killing rats? Well, then so be it.
We're not going to play out of combat for killing some giant rats.
Thank you very much.
I do not wish to kill them, though.
No.
I wish to try to talk them down and use them as little scouts.
Yeah.
Well, right
let's
now,
do that.
yeah, if you want.
Yeah, I would like to give it a try.
You want to speak with animals?
I do not have to. I have speech of the wood.
Great, they're just like... Nom, 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 nom. Eh?
Hey, little guys. You want some more food?
Nom, 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 nom.
Go. If you go check out the passage and come back and just tell me if there's anything dangerous, I'll give you extra food. And I'll do animal handling.
Okay. Wow. They
Really good.
scutter off and return, and they're like, weird rock.
Weird rock. No people?
Nope.
Okay. I'll produce some good berries and give it to them.
They look
Weird
a bit suspicious, but they are rats, so they eat them. And then they sort of just roll over and look really fed and satisfied.
I smile and I give them a little pet. It's like, all right. There's a strange rock. The rats didn't see anything. Should be clear to go.
A strange rock.
Strange rock.
Hey.
That's strange.
You know
Rock.
these animals, they're never always
Sure.
giving a clear answer.
I trust them.
So the Gak, you see that the tunnel opens into a square room, and in the center of it is a black rock about a foot across, which hovers 3 feet from the floor.
Mhm.
Okay.
That's
Like
not
around
suspicious
that.
at all.
It's just a rock.
Strange rock. I
Do
don't
I
trust
see
it. But
any stones nearby?
You see,
Just regular stones.
yes, there would be.
Okay.
Uh,
I
GM,
pick one up.
Yeah.
could I try an Arcana check to see if this rock is in any way magical?
That would be more in the purveyance of detect magic. I mean, you can make an educated guess with
Okay,
an Arcana check, but
Then I will.
I'll try to make a guess at least.
okay, yeah, you're pretty sure it is. Everil, you attune to the weave, and you see a strong aura of transmutation. The kind of spell that would be associated with like telekinesis.
Mm-hmm.
I think I have the answer for this one, guys. Spell magic. I am able to cast it.
Wow.
Give it a try at least.
The rock just crashes to the floor.
It should be safe.
Why wasn't it safe before?
It's a strange rock. It's in the middle of a room in a dungeon where there's cages. I'm not gonna risk it.
She's
Okay.
right, you know.
I mean, I could. No, I can't. Next time I won't deactivate. I'll let you walk into it. Little wink to Zardes.
Sure. Let's go.
Yeah, let's continue.
All right.
Still gonna take
I
a
wanna-
wide
I wanna-
berth around that rock just to be safe.
I walk over it.
Better safe than sorry.
Okay, another door at the end of the hall.
Yes, you see a door made of stone. And yeah, it appears to be similar to the one that was at the
No
entrance.
cages. No more
Uh,
cages.
well, you can make perception checks if you want.
9.
Not that you can see.
Where are we going?
The mighty 9.
Mighty 9.
19.
25.
Persuasion.
Oh.
Well,
Sorry. Yeah, perception is too high.
Yeah.
Um,
So 21.
Gax
Okay.
over here rubbing the stone walls. Tell me your secrets, walls. Are there cages?
Grasek and also Zardus, you don't see anything. The rest of you guys see that the stonework gradually gets more
it's all
worked,
fine.
but otherwise it looks perfectly serviceable. The door doesn't even appear to be locked. But the
Go ahead,
sound
Zardus.
of moving stones gets louder.
Moving stones. Okay.
Yeah, it sounds like it's grinding of large objects.
So, either a band's in there or enemies.
What do you think?
I'm gonna say enemies.
So, do you guys wish to open the door?
yeah.
say
We didn't
yeah.
see more traps here, so.
Yes, I'm not opposed to it.
Ha!
Okay.
Who are you?
Shimmy, 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 shimmy.
So, you guys open the door. I'm just making sure our viewers can see this. This 50-foot square chamber is hewn out of rock. The floor is rough but flat, and the walls show chisel marks of the original builders. The ceiling is about 10 feet high, and identical stone doors with iron pull ring handles stand in the four corners. In the center of the room stands a life-sized and lifelike statue of a dwarf warrior wearing a chain shirt, helm, and big boots. He carries a shield on his left arm and a battle axe on his right hand. The statue has clearly been broken into, roughly. The head and upper torso, lower torso, and legs. These pieces have been reassembled and held together and by an upright in a stout wooden frame. Okay, so as the statue that's previously been broken, and they've tried to rearrange it.
Okay.
A dagger along with several coins and gems lay on the floor in front of the statue, surrounded by a ring of fine gravel. And there is an inscription that appears to be written in common, and it says, "Petrified iron star, ? Dwarf, found in 1459 DR in Red Larch, West Quarry, in broken condition."
Okay.
Hmm. Maybe they're making offerings to it?
Perchance. The sound is coming from this direction.
There was a dagger and something else lying around it. Yes?
There was a ring, I believe.
Yes, it seems like it's a cheap trinket, but there appears to be a let's see. Why is that not working? Okay. Yeah. So 440
Oh,
copper
nice.
pieces, some silver, gold, 6 small green agates, and 2 polished moonstones. The dagger looks particularly well made, and dry blood still coats it.
I like that dagger.
Yeah, you can have it.
I'll go grab the dagger.
Everil, are you still concentrating on your detect magic?
Yes.
Then the dagger has a distinct aura of magic on it.
That's a fancy dagger you just got there. Seems to be under the effect of some sort of magic.
The kind of magic that would make it more effective in battle.
Nice.
Seems like it's magic to be better weighted.
Well, if you don't want to keep it for whatever reason, I'd like to have it. Maybe it'll make a good holdout weapon for when things go wrong.
Yeah, you take it. I think you can have more use out of it.
Yeah, it might help better with making traps if ever
I
needed.
would assume
stabbing a
it would be useful to identify the magic in more detail before you start using it, though.
Yeah, of course. I'm just figure it out later.
Got your treasure guy?
Yeah, I've written it down.
great.
The coins and the gems,
Yes.
and we can divide them later again.
Yeah, of course. Okay, so the sound was coming from
The east.
the east door. Let's go there then.
Okay.
Looking for traps? No traps. Okay.
No traps. No. You see a corridor. The chamber beyond in this direction. Sorry, you can't see because of the layer. There's the sound of. Why don't you give me a perception check?
I'm good at those.
Hey!
A 16.
14.
Why not?
I notice stuff.
Mm-hmm. Gak, your not eagle eyes, but eagle hearing in this case, allows you to hear that there is a conversation taking place on the other side, although there is also the very loud sound of grinding stones. And it's kind of a weird sound, like stones being dragged over gravel, kind of hard to make out. And you can't quite make out with that check either the actual distinct words. But you can you're quite sure that there are at least two people in a conversation.
There's a few folks behind this door.
Let's go crash their party.
Perhaps it's the group that we saw come down here in the first place.
Leroy.
Junkin.
Zardes? Grazek? To be honest?
Yep. Let's go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Burst through the door.
You guys burst through the door
Ha!
onto a scene.
Okay.
You see the gathered around what you recognize to be some kind of black earth priest,
You
like
saved
the one
two
you
people.
slayed.
At least two.
Oh,
You saved two.
that is
this masked figure. I guess. Wait, did I move you guys to the side? Yes. This masked figure has been speaking with these people, but you see an enormous chamber with 20-foot high ceiling carved out of the rock here. A lighted lantern rests on the floor near the center of the room, and an odd array of stone monoliths, some upright and some standing, and others arranged in 3 stone arches, stand around the chamber, and they appear to be moving. A number of them hold humanoid bones, dressed in scraps of tattered cloth and rusted iron, and I believe I have a handout for you guys. Let's see, that would be... Oh, it would help if I don't use the player version. Maybe people haven't seen the rules for a while. And let's see, we are in... why is it chapter 6? This book is so well organized. Okay. So you guys should see
Oh yeah.
this image.
They're making Stonehenges.
And it's trying to load it for the guys.
And those are the stones that are moving around.
Yes, they are. You can hear them dragging across the ground. Huge big rocks that should not be able to move under their own weight. There's definitely transmutative magic at work that you can see, Everall. And yes, these figures, you see a number of Black Earth guards, this Black Earth priest who looks up, and these villagers are just in the middle of saying,
We have brought a new offering, Slarak.
and he says, it appears that someone else has come to make an offering.
In blood.
And that's where we'll end for tonight.
Well,
Nice.
All right.
So
Looks
we'll be
like
straight
fun.
into the action next time.
Yeah, I can't wait for next time.
You guys
You
can
know,
actually
wasn't expecting this many people.
you guys can actually see a number of clicking mandibles of
Gigs.
ankegs in the corners. I'll have to zoom out for the people at home. So yeah, one of them is being ridden. So we'll find out what this is all about next time, which will be in 2 weeks. But you guys can join us once more on Monday for our other game, which is Tales of the Yawning Portal, with the Tiamat head Falster as the DM.
Now that I am a black dragon, everybody must suffer an acidic breath.
Well, you've got a weapon that deals acidic damage now, so I mean that's kind of appropriate, isn't it? So I would like to thank everyone for watching tonight. Before we go, I guess we've got some stuff on the channel coming up. We've had a very busy week in the last week, and I assume it's going to get a little bit busier because coming up at the end of the month is our 1 year anniversary, and I believe there's going to be some extra games built around that. Tuesday, if everything goes according to plan, we have the regular Fumbles and Fame plays Dungeons and Dragons online. You guys can just check the events section to see how much, or rather, what time these things are going to be locally for you. Then, can this be right? There's nothing next week until the 22nd when we play Tales. Is that?
Oh, that's right. Next Monday is the 22nd.
Is that significant?
It's my birthday.
Oh, well, there you go. The question is it Scrog's birthday?
Sure.
Anyway, guys, thanks for joining us. Stay tuned. If you haven't checked out our Discord channel, please go ahead and do that. We also have Falsto's wonderful blog. I believe it's linked somewhere. I can't link it right now because I'm only using Firefox.
But the beautiful thing about that blog, it's extremely easy to find. For example, the blog to this game is POTA, as in Prince of the Apocalypse, POTA1.blogspot.com. How easy can this be?
There we go.
There you go.
Prota1.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, for some reason, I thought POTA for a moment there stood for Players of the Apocalypse, because that's kind of what we are.
That's fine. We are the princes of the apocalypse. We are the princes of the apocalypse, my friend.
You may become princes. Right now, I'd say you're probably right down on the lowest rungs of the noble ranks.
Barons of the apocalypse.
Right.
Agents of Chaos, that sounded good.
Usurpers of the Apocalypse.
Bipolar
Good chance.
murder.
Well, yes. Anyways.
Certainly an interesting session tonight, guys. Thanks for joining us. We will see you next week, so bye.
Bye.
Yeah.